Hi, everybody. So I've just started the recording and these signify the official starting of our seminar. So again, if you don't already know me, I'm Jai, which I believe you have seen from the cover page, okay? I have students complaining to me, teacher, that one doesn't look like you. Well, I don't know I don't know whether that's a good news. Is it looking better or looking worse? I don't want to know, but welcome to my class. Okay, no problem if it's from a different teacher. Okay, so, everybody making me so happy today. Okay, anyway, as I was talking about this, in order to make sure we have an effective lesson, everybody, please don't feel shy to ask me any question in the chat box, okay? No question is a stupid question. It is stupid if you don't ask questions when you are in doubt. All right, so I promise you no judgment pass, whatever you want to ask in the chat box. Okay, so let's begin our lesson. I like to always start my class with a goal in mind, because I always believe if you do things without a goal, you are, I mean, you don't feel more motivated, you feel lost in the process. So that is why, everybody, if you have your notes, look at the first page. Do you see all the square boxes here? That is your goal today. So hopefully by the end of our lesson, you will be able to check off all these boxes. Hopefully you will be able to understand what are the different types of essay in PT3. How do you write descriptive essay? How do you actually improve your introduction? Okay, so that is our main goal today. Now, like I said, I know some of you are actually asking, teacher, how do I do gap text? If we have enough time, I'll go over it with you. But bear in mind that our lesson today is mainly focusing on descriptive writing. Okay, so let's go. Everyone, let's go. Now, I'm not going to spend time explaining to you on what is our exam format, because you can see right here, I don't want to spend time on that, so you have a look on that. But generally speaking, for your first term exam, there will be paper 1, paper 2, probably no paper 3, no paper 4. So at least that you don't have to be worried of. Okay. Today is not 3 hours class. Today is 2 hours class. All right. So everybody come. You will know why we need 2 hours to have descriptive writing today. Hold on, be patient, give me a little bit more time. Now, everyone, let's start off with our marking scheme. Important to learn important for you to understand how is your teacher marking your essay, so that you can give whatever your teacher is looking for. Okay, so as a Form 3 student, I suppose you already know, no matter what essay you're writing, confirm there will be 20 marks. These 20 marks is divided into 4 sections. We have content, organization, language, and communicative achievement. I like to divide my marking scheme in this manner, like that. Okay, why? Okay, this 3 is what we call task achievement. Task achievement means when I ask you a question, you manage to answer, you will get your mark. Okay, so it's very easy. So long as you fulfill the criteria, you will get your marks. Okay, what happened to communicative achievement? This is very feeling-based, because communicative achievement is what we call impression mark. When I look at your essay, how do I feel about your essay? Which is very difficult, correct or not? We cannot control a person's emotion, but we will try to manage it. So let me tell you, how do you manage the impression mark? Okay, let's start from communicative achievement, yeah? Like I said, communicative achievement is largely based on impression. It's largely based on how I feel about your essay. So what will actually affect this mark? Your format, your choice of word, your sentence structure. So these 3 mainly play a part in your impression. I repeat again, 3 things to look out for. Your format, which is the most easy one, the easiest for you to work around it. Number 2, you need to make sure you use choice of word. Okay, what is the meaning of choice of words? Let me give you one example. When I write an email for you, right? When I write an email to you, when I say, good morning. When I say, what's up? It gives a different feeling, correct or not? Yeah, hey bro. Yeah, so you get it right. Impression is the feeling. The words you use will actually affect how I feel about it. If suddenly one day you call me, good morning, teacher, I feel like, oh my God, this student, why so serious one? Something is not right. So when you give me good morning, you give me a very formal vibe, very serious vibe. But if you call me and you say, sure, what's up? Wow, I know you are feeling very happy. You are very close to me, right? So different words you use will give out a different vibe. So if my question requires you to give an informal vibe and you accidentally use a formal vibe, this is where your CA, I like to call this the CA. This is where your CA will get hurt, okay? So make sure you know your choice of word. And definitely, your sentence structure also play a role here. So again, let me give you one example. Say when I want to give you opinion, I write, I think you should da 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 da. So I think you should. Okay, you think about it. And I give you another choice. I write, what about da 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 da. So compare these two sentences. Let's say I want to jio you. I want to invite you to Sunway Lagoon. So the first way I will say, I think you should go Sunway Lagoon with me. And you'll be like, oh, wow, why is this teacher so demanding? Demanding me to go Sunway Lagoon with her. But if I say, what about going Sunway Lagoon with me? It feels a different way, correct or not? So again, remember, communicative achievement, those students who have just joined in the class, remember that communicative achievement is your impression that you build on me. So how do you increase your communicative achievement? Make sure you use the correct format, the correct choice of word, and also use sentence structure. Okay, so hi, no problem. No problem. Okay, so now that we know what is communicative achievement, the rest is very easy. The difficult one to get marks is your communicative achievement. So let's start off with the easy one, content. Content, as I've written here, fulfillment of past requirement. To put it very simply, you answer the question, you give me elaboration, I give you 5 marks. If you answer the question wrongly, then don't expect me to give you full marks. Okay, so remember, this one is very simple. All you need to do is to answer question. You give me elaboration. 5 marks is yours. As simple as that. Okay. Organization. A lot of students will know, oh, teacher, I didn't use linker. Then my organization mark will be 0. It's not that simple. Organization focuses on a lot of things. So number 1, linker. Linker is your penanda wacana. Furthermore, moreover, conclusion, however, such as, for example, this is the basic. But actually, how do you join from one point to another point? How do you structure your sentence also matter, okay? So organization is the connection between sentence, between paragraph. But let's say your exam, you always get very low mark for your organization. You don't know how to improve this mark. I guess the easiest way to improve is to use connectors, is to use your linker. So double check first. Did you put any connectors or linkers inside? If you didn't put connectors, you didn't put linker, then work on that first. Okay? Finally, when we talk about language, language deals with grammar, obviously. Did you use the correct tense? Did you use the correct punctuation? Did you use the correct spelling? So all these goes under language. Language will suffer also. I'm quite surprised coming from you. I thought your language is okay. Maybe the next time you can take a picture of your exam paper. Then I'll help you see what's wrong with your language. Get 3 or 4. 4 still acceptable. 3, then maybe you need to take note of what happened to your language. Okay, everybody, So hopefully this will let you have a rough idea of how your teacher mark your essay. Then I know how do I push my mark further. Okay, so I highly recommend everybody go and dig out your last exam paper, compare your mark. Which part do you get the least? It's very common to get CA low mark because when all these three things get low mark, it will affect this mark. So they are interrelated. Okay, so now that you know, let's look at your long essay. So for those students who have just joined us, I was just saying, okay, teacher, for short communicative message, do we need to write 1 or 3 paragraphs? To be honest, this depends largely on your school teacher. But generally speaking, you only need to write one paragraph. Some teachers are okay to take 3 paragraphs. So for short communicative message, I will still suggest you to go back to your school teacher. Even in the same school, different teacher will have different requirements. So check back with the teacher that teaches you. Okay. You write 6 to annoy your teacher. Your teacher is going to annoy you with your mark. Okay, everybody. Thank you. Let's look at the next part. So like I said, just now I did mention our main focus today is writing descriptive writing. But just to prep you for Form 3, for PT3 level, what are the essay questions that is under your syllabus? So those of you who feel very nervous, oh no, teacher, I don't know what to prepare. I don't know what is coming out. Well, let me tell you first, there are only 3 types of essay that is coming out. So come right in front of you, The first one is descriptive essay, narrative essay, factual essay. Which one is the most common essay in exam? Descriptive, followed by narrative, factual essay. Generally speaking, by right, you should not be doing factual essay at your level, but some schools, they will still come out factual essay. Okay, what if, teacher, I don't know what is descriptive essay, I don't know what is narrative essay. Don't worry, we are going to go through it one by one. Okay, rule number 1, whenever you take your exam paper, right, rule number 1, know how to analyze your question. If you don't know how to analyze your question, very likely you are going to write out of topic, So please remember, you need to first analyze your question. But the question is how? How do you analyze your question? You only need to ask 3 questions. Number 1, topic. Number 2, subject. Number 3, question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? No, I can't, Keshav. I wish I could. Okay, so everybody come. Let's look at the first one, sample number 1. Right, so let's just look at this question. This person, Okay, everybody come. Let's go through the question. Read the question, take out your highlighter, highlight your topic. Thank you, correct. Okay, everybody know very clearly, right? Stated here very clearly, your topic is a celebration you enjoy. But, let me warn you, sometimes your school teacher can cheat you. They can actually set a trap for you. How do they set a trap for you? Your topic is different from here. So do not, I repeat, very important, I repeat, do not rely on this circle here to tell you what is your topic. The best way to find your topic is based on your second sentence. Repeat, important thing I have to repeat. Always remember, if you want to identify your topic, do not look at this part. You want to look at the second sentence here. Okay? Sometimes they can be different one. Okay? So everybody, very clearly stated here. Today, we're going to talk about a celebration you enjoy. This is what we call topic. Why do I need to know what is my topic? Then only I can make sure all my ideas, all my point, all my elaboration is based on this. So can I just double check? Everybody, can you give me some ideas? What are the celebration that you enjoy? What are the celebration that we can talk about? Come, give me a creative idea. Wait, I don't dare to say that. Okay, very good. We have birthday. Very well. We have Chinese New Year. We have Christmas, Hari Raya, farewell party. Okay. But then if you look at the question, a celebration you enjoy, whoa. You enjoy celebrating farewell, a bit sad, huh? Okay, very good. I wouldn't put funeral, by the way. Celebration upon exam ending. I love this creative idea. Yeah, I love that. Exam ending celebration. 911. Why do you want to celebrate 911? Everyone. Okay. 911. Why is everybody telling me 911? Do I have a group of sadists in the class? Yeah, isn't it 911 the building thing? Oh, oh my God. Sadists in the class. Yeah, you think I don't know this class, huh? Okay, very well. All right, you were the pilot. Oh my goodness. Okay, coming back to our topic. So why do we need to know our topic? You see, question is talking about enjoy. Must be something happy. So I wouldn't talk about farewell, right? Another thing, actually, right, there are some questions here. There are some points here where I wouldn't recommend you to put in. So let's say the celebration is once in a lifetime, like farewell. Farewell is once in a lifetime. We only farewell that person one time only, correct or not? It's also not suitable for this question. Why is it not suitable for this question? You look at your question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you realize that your question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are using present tense? What does this tell us? It is telling us that this celebration happens annually. That's why look at the word enjoy. I didn't put ed. Unless I write a celebration you enjoy, then this one I can talk about things that is already over, things that only happen one time. But the fact that it doesn't have a past tense, it must happen annually, every year or every month, every semester. So in this manner, I think exam celebration is fine because exam is consistently happening. But remember, we cannot talk about celebration that only happened one time. Okay, so now that we understand our topic, next we need to read through our question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, why do we have to read through the question? Because you need to make sure you answer the question. If the question asks you why you celebrate it, tell me why. If the question asks you where you go, you have to answer. What happened when you don't answer? Let's go back to our marking scheme. If you don't answer the question, if you don't answer the question, you are not going to get full marks for your 5 marks, even though your exam question is telling you you may use the notes below to help you. Don't trust this word. May help, may use the notes means you have the right to use, you have the right to not use, correct or not? But let me tell you the truth. Your teacher is going to give you marks based on these 6 questions. So my advice to you is make sure you answer all 6 questions. Okay, so now that we know what is descriptive essay, you need to describe this event, you need to describe this celebration. To get high marks for your communicative achievement, you need these 2 things. Come, write it down, put it down. Number 1, you must have the ability to describe topic in detail. When I use the word describe, I expect you to use adjective. Adjective is very important. Do not just tell me it was a great celebration. What do you mean by great celebration? What makes it great? I want detail. So again, what happened if you fail to give me detail? I'm so sorry. I cannot give you high marks for your communicative achievement. I cannot give you high marks for your content. Yes, exactly. It's that simple. You don't give me what I want, I don't give you your mark. Okay? Number 2, when you are writing a descriptive essay, a certain factual knowledge is required. What is the meaning of factual knowledge? For example, if I write about celebrating Merdeka Day, then you need to know when is Merdeka Day, why do we celebrate Merdeka Day? So there will still be a little bit of facts. Okay, so let's summarize here. Descriptive essay is a combination of your personal experience and factual knowledge, and what really did happen, do happen in real life. Okay, so this is your descriptive essay. Okay, everybody, let's look at the second question. So, as I have mentioned, when you look at your question, make sure you analyze the question. Hurry up. Analyze the question. Ask yourself 3 things: topic, question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and your subject. 50 seconds. Misha, do you know that we are recording? That's why there's something that I want to answer, but I cannot answer. You are challenging me. You are giving me a challenge, very difficult challenge. Okay, thank you for the challenge. I love challenge. Everybody come. Let's look at the second question. Oh no, I'm gonna suffer for the remaining time, but thank you. I love challenge. Okay, everybody come. Let's look at our second question. Yeah. So second question, what is my topic? Topic is a birthday party you have attended. All right. Now, exactly. Thank you, everybody, for the interesting entertainment in the chat box. All right. So this one is my topic. Okay. Question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're supposed to go through. So again, question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But over here, we only have 5 questions. That's fine. That's totally fine. So by looking through these 5 questions or 6 questions, you can actually guess whether you are referring to something that happened repeatedly or things that only happen one time by looking at the tense. Whenever you're confused, teacher, should I use past tense or present tense or future tense in this essay? When you are confused, always fall back to your question. Sometimes, right, your essay will require a combination of past tense and present tense. So again, when in doubt, fall back to the question. If the question use past tense, you answer with past tense. If the question use present tense, you answer with present tense. That's simple. Okay, so we have topic, we have question. The third thing is your subject. I forgot to mention about subject. In case you don't already know what is subject, subject is your watak utama. Who are you referring to? Are you talking about your own story or are you talking about another person's story? So from this question, look at your topic once more. Do you see they're talking about you have attended? So this story is talking about myself. My subject is me, myself, and I. Okay, everybody. Now, I do want to remind you, because there was one similar question that came out last year in one of my students' exam. The question actually asked a birthday party you have organized. So be very careful. Are you the organizer or are you the attendee? Okay. Is essay with 6 questions easier or essay with 5 questions? In my opinion, of course, 6 questions is easier because 6 questions means I don't have to think of points myself. All I need to do is to answer the question. So long as I answer my question, I will have enough. I will have sufficient things to talk about. Okay, so this is what we call narrative essay. Narrative is your story writing. So of course, if you want to write story, you need to have flowery sentence. You cannot just tell me it was a great morning. What do you mean by great morning? Describe great morning. Okay. Number 2, when you write a story, I need to have interesting storyline. Okay. So guys, come. Can you tell me what are the common activities that can happen in a birthday party? Blowing candle, piñata, pillow war, games, okay, cake, musical chair. All right, I'm gonna write down here, yeah. Let's see how we can actually improve your essay. Okay, everything come out. Very fun, very fun. Someone getting shot. I would like to believe that it's a Nerf gun. Okay, face gonna kick slap. WWE. Okay. All right, like I say, you need to have interesting storyline. let's talk about a typical party storyline. Okay, usually when we talk about party, there will be food, my favorite. There will be games. You like WWE during a party. My student, I told you, today's student a bit special. Okay, no problem. All right, and then of course, don't forget about gift giving, or there will be birthday cake and whatnot. This one is very common, right? So what happened if you give me common storyline? Nothing wrong at all, just that it's very difficult for you to push your mark higher when it comes to communicative achievement. Like I said, let me repeat again. Your communicative achievement, it's my impression, my feeling about your story. When I read a boring story, it doesn't really give me a strong feeling, then I cannot give you high marks. So to get higher marks, you need to give me something special, okay? For example, right, how can I make this story special? For example, somebody mentioned about someone getting shot, can, but I'm gonna turn it into child friendly. So my game, I can have Nerf gun game. Yeah. WWE during a party. I would like to believe that that is a paintball. See? Okay, can you give me more interesting one? What's gonna happen? What's WWE? Oh, I forgot what does it stand for. What does WWE stand for? Wrestling. But I can't remember what does it stand for. But yeah, it's wrestling. Yeah. So what else can come out? Ayo, where are your creativity? You guys are so creative in giving me very funny games in the chat box. Archery. Okay. Boom. Okay, thank you. Ping pong ball. Okay, let me spark your creativity a little. If you ask me, to come and then tell them the party is canceled. Okay, I'm gonna swap this storyline. I'm gonna change it to a surprise party. I can make it a surprise party. Instead of a normal party, you change it into a surprise party. Correct or not? Okay, when we talk about, okay, yes, you can have sports, but you see, what I can also do is I want to add in a little sparkle at this section. When we go for cake cutting, right? I want it to be somebody special. Maybe I hire an influencer that my friends love, and this influencer is going to push the cake out. Then your essay will be different. So that is what you can do. No problem. I can also invite Mr. Beast. Then my students will tell me, teacher, not possible, very expensive. Well, this is your story, your life, your dream. Whatever you want to put it, as long as it's logical, go ahead. Okay, I like Kevin's idea. To be honest, yeah, problem. Cake with money. For the first time in my friend's life, my friend actually received cake with money. Whoa, he poo, the money unlimited come out. Correct or not? So very good. This is how you want to improve. Mr. Beast give challenges and give money, no problem. But just know that when you're writing a story, try to put in something special. Don't go for the traditional one. Same goes to writing about holiday, school holiday. My students always like to talk about, oh, wake up early, then you drive to the destination, and then you eat, and then tourist destination, souvenir, go home. Boring. So remember, you need to put in something extra there. Okay? Pool like toilet roll. John Cena show up. I wake up late, rush for flight. That is actually a good one as well. No problem, Valerie. Yeah, for the first time in my life, I missed my flight. Okay, so I guess you guys understand, So if you were to write a story essay, then your storyline is quite important to give you marks. Okay. Number 2, of course, you need to have flowery sentence. What is the meaning of flowery sentence? Beautiful sentence, beautiful phrases. Don't worry if you tell me, teacher, I don't know what is flowery sentence. I don't know what to write. How does it mean that I will fail my English exam? Chill. This is why you are here today. This is why we are going to talk about writing a good flowery sentence. Okay? So don't worry. We're going to touch on that later. Okay, everybody. You know what, guys? You guys are my second last seminar. So meaning to say, this is my 9th class. This is the only class where the chat box is going crazy. Thank you, everybody, for the Sunday entertainment. I love it. Yes, thank you. Okay, everybody come. Let's look at the last question today. Come. Sample number 3. Hurry up, 50 seconds. As usual, analyze the question by asking 3 things. What is your subject? What is your topic? Question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is what happened during Eddie's class. May God bless Eddie. Oh, everybody is excited because tomorrow no school. Where is he at? Call him. Oh, I don't know. Maybe later I text him. Okay, everybody, come. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot. I want to show Eddie. Everybody misses Eddie. Okay. No, I've already taken picture. All right, everyone, come. Let's go through the question, yeah? So my topic is very obvious here. Why mobile phone is important. So we have question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, everybody. Now, can you tell me, in my sample number 3, in my question 3 here, what is my subject? Topic is the importance of mobile phone. This one is my topic. But what is my subject? Subject is mobile phone. Okay, yes, subject is mobile phone. And generally, correct. So subject is my mobile phone here. Very good. So based on this question, guys, in my essay, how many importance do I have to give? 3. You always have to give 3 importance. Okay, so now can you tell me what are the 3 importance of mobile phone? You don't know what is the importance? I'm going to call your parents. Hello, auntie? My student, your child say there's no importance. Okay, very good. Thank you. Can play game, need study, listen music, study, to call and make important calls to call or bombing. Okay, thank you. To relax, very good. Okay. Oh, yo, so many love there. Like that. All right, everybody. Hey, thank you, Joshan. Yes, so let's summarize. Why do we need our mobile phone? We need it for communication. We need it for education. We also need it for entertainment. Okay, thank you. To buy required grocery, that's also a good point. To call mama when I'm in danger, can. All right, so this is the points that you can write about, okay? But like I said, I'm not going to go deeper into these 3 questions. My main goal here is for you to understand what types of exam questions you have and what types of answer do I expect. So when I'm referring to factual essay, of course, I need to have facts. This is the kind of question where you cannot create story. You cannot simply create fake story. But when you're writing your descriptive essay, narrative essay, that is okay, but not for factual essay. Okay, so let's put it down. For factual essay, you need to have facts. You also need to have realistic example. Yes, this kind of question must be non-fiction. All right, everybody. I hope you get it right. So normally, question 1 and question 2 is typical in an exam, but very low chance that you will have question 3. But I do have to say, if you're from Catholic high school, the chances of having factual essay is actually quite high. How Catholic high school like to ask for factual essay. So you want to be careful or be prepared for that. Okay. Valerie, can I screenshot and show Liang Jie? Okay, everybody, thank you. Thank you for all the information. Okay, so now that you understand, yeah, like I said, our main goal today is only talking about descriptive essay. So if you know, let's go. Now, let's turn to the next page. Okay. Everybody, come. Let's start off with your introduction. The main thing I want to do today is to change the way you write your introduction. Okay. Can I just have a show of hand? Okay. Can you tell me how many of you here still use this kind of introduction? Can you give me a smiley face in the chat box? How many of you still use last month, last school holiday, last week? Can you give me a smiley face in the chat box? I am surprised. Why? Why are you guys still using this kind of introduction? Hey, Keisha, chill. Okay, thank you for letting me know, guys. Come on, you think about it. When did you learn to use last month, last school holiday? You learned this when you were in primary school, correct or not? So if you're still using this kind of introduction, you are not learning, bro. You have to learn, right? You have to learn new things. It's time for you to improve. And I've seen somebody commented just now saying that this is the safest way. Of course, this is the safest way, but this is not a very rewarding way. Meaning to say, correct, if you use last month, last school holiday, last Saturday, you won't be wrong, but that also means you cannot impress your school teacher. So if your communicative achievement is at a low point, probably it's time for you to up your game of introduction. Stop using all this very common way of writing. Okay, I know, I understand it's simple, it's very easy, but like I said, it's not giving you much, it's not very rewarding. So hopefully after today, you can actually improve your introduction, change it into this kind of introduction. So when you tell me last month, last school holiday, how was it? How was last month? How was last school holiday? How was last Saturday? Was it a sunny day? Was it a rainy day? Was it a stormy day? So what I'm trying to tell you here is give me a descriptive introduction. Okay, so how can you write your descriptive introduction? Don't worry, I will show you in a bit. But other than descriptive writing, there are other attention hooks. So if you are my student, you probably know we are actually writing other attention hook. But if you don't already know how to write level 2 introduction, this is where you start. If you ever find that it's very difficult to start your introduction, learn. This method is very easy, can be applied to all essay. Okay? So everybody come, let's move on to the next page. Right. For the next few minutes, we are going to look at different kind of descriptor. Okay. Can you use onomatopoeia? Of course you can. That's what we have been doing in class, right? But in this class, I want to go over descriptive first. If you don't know how to write descriptive, I don't suggest you to go to onomatopoeia. Okay, so everybody come. Method number 1, it's the easiest. So method number 1 is for you to describe the time of the day. Can we write down here? Describe the time of the day. Serious? Oh my goodness, I didn't realize too. All right, everybody, what is the meaning of the time of the day? The time of the day means can be morning, can be afternoon, can be evening, can be midnight, any time of the day. So if you never know how to write a descriptive introduction, this is the best way to use. No matter what essay it comes out, you can always start by describing morning. You can always start by describing the evening. So don't worry, we are going to go through all this. First of all, the easiest way to improve is never ever start with the word morning. What other word can we use to replace morning? Do you guys have any idea? Can you suggest? Instead of using morning, very good, we have sunrise. Anything else? Very good, we have dawn. I love your writing, Adrian. the crack of dawn, the rising sun. There you go, you know it. So even if you're writing last morning, yesterday morning, why do you use the word morning when there are so many more words you can use? Correct or not? So come, you can also change it to, let me give you more, write down. Instead of writing morning, I can say at the start of the day. We can also write last. You don't use yesterday, you change it to last. Yeah, you can also use at the break of dawn. What is the opposite of dawn? Thank you. Yes. Dusk. Yeah, thank you. Okay, this is a word that I don't see in the chat box, so I guess you guys can pick this word up if you want something special. We can also use in the forenoon, before the afternoon. Yeah. Yes, there is. Okay, everybody. Now, level 1. If you find English to be very difficult, I'll give you step by step, okay? Let's do step 1 first. Okay, if English is very difficult for you, describing morning is very difficult for you, step number 1, learn to use other words other than the word morning. So change the word morning to all these words. So this is your level 1. But if this is easy for you, I suggest you to go for level 2. What is level 2? Use your 5 senses to describe morning. You know what is your 5 senses, right? 5 senses are your sight, smell, taste, touch, hear. So use this manner to describe. So I always hear students telling me, teacher, it was a good morning. What do you mean by good morning? I cannot see, I cannot smell, I cannot hear, I cannot taste, I cannot touch. Can you please give me more? So come, tell me, how can we describe morning? Looking at the picture, give me all the adjectives that you can think of. Everybody, don't be shy. This is where you exercise your creativity instead of talking 911 or Osama bin Laden. Okay, thank you. As the sun passed the horizon, beautiful. Come on, you can do better other than the word beautiful. Shining, cold wind, glaring, bright morning. No more. Birds flying in the azure blue sky. The sun was staring into my eyes. The sky was composed of such colors that I have never known. Okay, scorching hot morning. Birds singing beautifully. Very good. Nice sun, too hot. The birds were squawking. I thought squawking is for duck. Heat wave something me up. I cannot say that word. That word cannot use in exam. The trees are melting. Okay, very well. Everybody, good job. Now, let's talk about what we can see first, okay? Let's put it down. Okay, things that we can see. Definitely, we can see the sun, right? So the sun will be climbing up. So all these you can mention, correct. But instead of using sun, I want you to use the word golden orb. This is another good word to use, golden orb, in replacement of the sun. Mountain dew is evaporating. The rise of the sun. Okay, so come, let's put down. What else can we talk about? We can also see the birds. A lot of you mentioned about the birds. Birds, I can see with my eyes. Better, give it the sound as well. So the birds singing, the birds chirping, very good. So we can use chirping birds. Let's put it down. We can also mention about flitting butterflies. Okay, let's put everything that you have mentioned. Okay, now students who mentioned about how the rise of the sun, definitely correct, but let's talk about the effect. When the sun comes out, right? When the sun comes up, right, our surrounding will change color, correct or not? What is the color of the surrounding? Tell me, when the sun comes up, what is the color of the surrounding? Yellow, not atas enough. I like it. Yeah, golden will be better. Correct. Gold color, then more atas, more like, whoa. Right, bright orange, bright blistering gold. So we can say that when the sun comes up, when the sun rises up, it actually dyes everything in gold. Then you can, like very atas, very nice. Okay, good job. Sometimes the weather is so hot that it is not just gold color. When the weather is very hot, what color does it show? Super hot morning. No idea? Thank you, Kevin. Yes, reddish, orangish one. Orange to red, correct. So if you want to describe a very hot morning, because come on, who tells you that morning is very pleasant? Morning can also be very horrible. Sometimes when I wake up sweating, so that kind of hot morning, right? So we can say that the sun rises in a pool of crimson and gold. What time do I wake up today? What time do I wake up today? I don't sleep. Okay, very good. So thank you. Some of you also mentioned about bees. Can you tell me what is the sound of the bees? What is the sound of the bee? Come on. Bustling. Bustling is not buzzing. Yes. Bzz. So we can also have buzzing bee. So it really depends on you. Do you want to write a good morning, a terrible morning, a hot morning, a neutral morning? So always remember, okay, I want everybody to step out of your comfort zone. Try to write something interesting. I also want you to think out of the box. What is the meaning of think out of the box? Generally speaking, whenever we talk about morning, everybody will just think that morning is good, morning is good, morning is good. Go for the opposite. When you can go for the opposite, your answer will straight away be different, will be very outstanding. Yeah, exactly. Think in a different way. Okay, so these are the words that we can mention. And don't forget, sometimes morning, right, you are awakened by what woke you up in the morning? The sunlight. Yeah, definitely the sunlight. But I doubt, I don't think you guys will be awakened by the sunlight. Exactly, the alarm clock. So how can we describe the sound of the alarm clock? I love how real Sean is. Sean, I salute you. Okay, thank you. Very good. The sound of the alarm clock is very loud, correct or not? So we call that blaring. Anything that is loud, blaring of alarm clock. So we can also mention about that. Okay, why do I say that Sean is very real? Because Sean say his mother's screaming wake him up. No problem. We can also use that. So blaring of alarm, we can say shrieking of mother. My mother screaming, oh, you wake up, are you? Yeah, so actually there are a lot more but this is where you can start off. So you can just, tomorrow morning when you wake up, right, try to feel it more. Try to experience, think about it. How does it look when you wake up? What are the sounds that you can hear? How do you feel? How does your mouth feel? What is the taste in your mouth? Because all this is essentially your essay point. The more real you are when it comes to writing, the better your essay is. I mean, of course, I can give you sentences where you can use for every essay, but at the end of the day, special answer is what makes your marks. So if you can actually feel it, experience yourself, write it out, that is actually a good introduction. Okay, so everybody, the extremely annoying but totally necessary sound of the alarm clock. No problem, you can write that. Okay, so everybody, now that you have all these points, I'll give you 3 sentences where you can apply into your essay. Okay, so come, everybody, if you want to describe morning, but you don't know how to piece all these words together, come, I'll give you the first one. Somebody mentioned about how the sunlight wake you up, correct or not? So we can say the first ray of sunlight sneak into the room through the lacy curtain. Full stop. Okay, so you see, you have first ray of sunlight, you know what is curtain, but I guess most of you actually struggle with piecing them together, joining them together. So how do I join this sentence together? I use the word sneak into. Sneak into is what we call personification. Personification means I use human characters into non-human thing. Like for example, sunlight. To be honest, I mean, you know, right? Sunlight doesn't have leg. So how does it sneak into the room? I'm trying to tell you that it enters the room quietly. So no problem. Instead of writing last morning, you use this sentence to replace last morning. Okay, when you want to go on a holiday, instead of writing last morning I went on a holiday with my parents, start with this sentence. Start with you waking up first. So this one we can put it in. Can I use it into? Of course you can, no problem. Okay, so come, let me give you another way. If you don't want your story to begin in indoor, you want to begin outdoor, this is what you can do as well. Come, let's put it down. The second one. The soft morning beam. What is lacy? Let me see, do I have anything lacy here? Lacy come from the word lace. I don't have. Do you know what is lace? In Chinese, 蕾丝. It's a material, it's a kind of design. No, not shoelace, different. Don't have anything lacy. Later I show you, I think I have. Hold on. So come, let's put it down. The soft morning beam of sunlight. The soft morning beam of sunlight spill out of the cloud. Okay, my second sentence is describing this picture. So you see, all the sunlight, they're so strong. I can see all the sunlight as if it is spilling out. Okay? Yeah. Yes, thank you, Kian. That is lacy. Everybody, you can look at your chat box. Thank you, everybody. Correct. That design is lace. The air heats as the birds flutter away to gather their morning crumbs. Perfect. Okay, come. The third one. Now, the third one, if you want to talk about camping, you go on camping, you go hiking, you go trekking, you go picnic. When you are in the outdoor, you can use this sentence. Come, let's put it down. Dappled light of the morning. Dappled light of the morning. Sun peek through leaves of the towering trees. Full stop. Okay. So guys, don't tell me next time, don't tell me in the future, you say, teacher, I never use your method for in my introduction because I don't know how to write. Hey, I've given you 3 different morning to describe, okay? No matter what essay you are writing, confirm you can start off with one of these sentences here. It really depends on how flexible, how creative you are. So like I said, if you want to begin your story indoor, in your room, then you can actually use this sentence. The first ray of sunlight, blah, 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 blah. Okay, if you want to start your essay outdoor, maybe let's say the question is talking about a road accident you witnessed. So if you say road accident you witnessed, cannot be indoor, must be outdoor, correct or not? Then I can actually begin with the second sentence. If my question is talking about camping, anything talking about outdoor, anything that talks about environment, then this is the third one you can use. So yes, any essay you can definitely use. Now, let me answer question. Teacher, what is the meaning of dappled light? Dotted light. For example, when you go into the forest, right, the sun will shine through, but then the sun will actually be blocked by a lot of trees, so a little bit coming in. So that kind of light is what we call dappled light. So dappled here refers to dotted light of the morning. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Kian, for all the picture illustration. So those of you who do not understand what is the meaning of dappled light, please look at my chat box. Very kind of Kian. Kian has already shown us the picture. That is what we call dappled light. All right, so now that we have morning, let's move on to the second time of the day. The next period of the day is actually afternoon. So come again, level 1. If you find that this is very difficult, at least change the word afternoon. Stop using the word afternoon. So what is another word to replace afternoon? What is the meaning of peep? Peep means look sneakily. In Chinese is 偷看. Okay, everybody, what is another word for afternoon? Come on, this is easy. The hottest sun in the day rise on top of me. Midday. Yes, we can have midday. Yes, Sining, correct. We can have midday. When I write midday, there must be a dash in between. That is the correct way of writing. Very good. We have noon. Correct. Middle of dawn. No, middle of dawn is not correct. Middle of the day, yes. Okay, so yes, that one is afternoon. All right, now that we know the basic, let's game up. Let's level up. Describe midday. Everybody, how can I describe midday? Come on. Let's talk about the element first. Yes, thank you. You guys tell me very hot, but what makes it hot? So how can I describe that? Thank you. It is the sun. It's a golden orb. But how can I describe hot? Let's not use the word hot anymore. You have a better word. What is the word to replace hot? Very good. We have blistering, blistering heat, scorching. Anything else? Burning in fire, sweltering heat. Okay, everybody know what is scorching, what is sweltering, what is blistering. How about, I give you another one. How about you imagine this? When I want to cook my steak on a hot pan, right? I put it on, then it will be. How do we describe that? No, it's not steaming. Okay, we can use sizzling hot sun. But sizzling is more like very fast. Okay, if I want it to be more slower, then it will be searing hot sun. So as long as you are referring to something that is hot, you can actually join it. Very good, no problem. Flaming hot sun, boiling hot sun. Very good, good job. Okay, we have the sun in the sky. We also have the cloud. Come, tell me, how can I describe the cloud? Fluffy. Very good. Anything else other than fluffy? Come on. Cotton-like cloud. Cotton-like cloud. Cotton candy light. That's all. Nebulous, white as wool. Okay, very good. Thank you. How about describing this kind of cloud? Wavy. Curly. Very interesting. Actually, right, this is what we call mackerel cloud. Mackerel as in mackerel fish. So if you look at mackerel fish, yeah, the line of the mackerel fish is very similar to this. Yeah, mackerel. Yeah, so that's something that we can talk about. Okay, now when we talk about afternoon, who says that afternoon must be hot? Afternoon can also be very breezy, right? Can have a little bit of wind. So when there's wind, we can describe that as balmy afternoon, balmy day, right? But what if the afternoon has no wind at all? You feel like you cannot breathe, like now, right now. The afternoon now is like, I want to die already. So how can we describe that kind of afternoon? It's like, humid afternoon, airtight afternoon. I quite like that way of describing. Airtight is quite good. Not bad. I've never heard of it, but no problem using it. Okay, very good. Barbaric afternoon. Okay, I would use stuffy, warm wind. I would use stale afternoon. So what is the meaning of stale? Stale means not fresh. So why do I use the word stale to describe the afternoon? Because there's no fresh air coming. So when I breathe in, it's all my carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide that I exhale out, it is not change. So that's what we call stale afternoon. Yeah, bland afternoon. Can, no problem. All right, everybody come. Let's put it down. Thank you for all your idea. So we can use scorching sun, searing sun. So definitely can use this word. Okay, if you don't know how to describe the cloud, I like to use puffy white clouds. Okay, if I want to describe this kind of cloud, this is called mackerel clouds. Okay, so we can also describe, let me see what other words do I want to teach you. Okay, nobody use this word, merciless sun, searing ray. We can have I given you molten orb? I have, right? Okay. Okay. So for this one, I would use molten orb rather than golden orb. Okay, what else? If there's no wind, still afternoon. If there's a little wind, balmy afternoon. All right. Shine brilliantly. Okay, this time, how about you guys tell me? Instead of using shine brilliantly, how else can I describe the sunshine? I don't want to use the word shine. Shine is too not strong enough. Like when you go out now, right? The afternoon sun doesn't just shine. It feels like I'm dying, you know? So how can I kill somebody with the sunshine? Come on, personification. I want to kill somebody with the sunshine. Blast. Okay, we have blast. We can. Come on, I take a knife as if I'm taking the knife and what is that called? Yeah, stabbing. So the sunshine stabbing through me, piercing through me. Very good. So you see, this is how you up your game. Instead of using shine, you can change it to stab. You can change it to pierce. Killing me, no problem. Killing me. Okay, penetrate. I wouldn't use the word penetrate. Okay, thank you for your suggestion. Okay, all right. So now that we have all these ideas, time to piece them into one sentence so that you can memorize for your exam if you want to. Okay, answering your question, Sining, 刺破, like go through it. Very good. I love your answer. Okay, Kevin also suggested we can use the word torturing. Exactly. But instead of writing torturing me with its hotness, I can change it to torturing me with its searing ray. So try to see how you can use all the words here. Okay, so come, the first method. Let's say my question requires me to walk home from school. Again, I walk home from school. Then I can start off the sentence with the scorching sun was beating down relentlessly. Method 1. Method number 2. You know how sometimes when the weather is super hot, you look at the road feels like, oh my God, it's burning me, that kind of feeling. So we can write the roads shimmer in the heat of the midday sun while the sunlit skyscraper pierce the hot azure blue sky. This one is a little bit long. So if your school teacher say you cannot write so many words, then I wouldn't suggest you to use this sentence. Only use this sentence if your teacher doesn't mind the word come. Okay? Come, let's put down the last one before I explain to you. The last one. The last one. The summer heat came off the tarmac in waves. Yes. Okay, come. Ready? What is the meaning of relentlessly? Continuously, non-stop. So the sun keep attacking me with the sunshine. That kind of feeling. So relentlessly means never stop. Shimmer. Shimmer means like sparkling like that. Okay. Second question, second sentence. Yes, Adrian, good one. The road shimmered in the heat of the midday sun. You know, sometimes when you walk on the road in the afternoon, it feels like there's sparkle coming up. So that's called shimmered in the heat of the midday sun. Okay. Wow. The sunlit skyscraper. What is skyscraper? Tall building. You know how sometimes when you go to KL in the afternoon, you can see the reflection of the sun on all the tall building. So we call that sunlit skyscraper. Okay. The last one, summer heat came off the tarmac in wave. Tarmac here refers to tar road in waves. Okay, everybody, if you are ready, come, let's look at the next one. Ready? Okay, come. Oh, not yet. Those of you who are ready, tell me, how do we describe evening? Another word for evening. Just now we did mention about dusk. What else? What can happen during evening? In the evening, sorry. Sunset. Yeah, so we have sunset, we have dusk. What else? Something light. What light? Moonrise. No, we don't call that moonrise. Moonlight. The black light approaches, the dark light. I'm talking about evening war. I don't want you to describe this. I want you to give me another word. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, we have nightfall. It feels like the darkness fall onto you, the nightfall, correct. So we have sunset, we have nightfall, we have dusk, we also have twilight. You know twilight? So twilight is just before nighttime. Yeah, Twilight the movie. Okay, so let's put it down, yeah? For level 1, students will find it very difficult to describe. Start off with something simple. Start off with words like dusk, sunset, twilight, nightfall. Okay, so come. Now you can tell me, how can we describe sunset? Look at the first picture. How can we describe the first picture? Radiant. Pinkish, blazing. Okay, radiant, pinkish, blazing. It will be better if you can give me action. So during sunset, what happened to the sun? The sun dies. The sun say bye-bye. The sun goes down. Oh my God, remind me of the song. The sun set. Okay, no problem. I can say the sun bade farewell. The sun said goodbye. The sun goes down. Okay, I would prefer to use the word the sun sinks down. Why do I use the word sink? Basically, it feels like the sun sinks into the water. Correct or not? Yes, that's how we can actually write. Okay, very good. The sun leaving its ever so brilliant gaze. What about the second picture? How can we describe the second picture? Very dark, black. You see dark, you see black, you see horrendous. What other word can we replace the word black? Galaxy. Thank you, Joshan. Come on, what else? What other word can we describe the word black? Okay, very good. Thank you. Hey, Adrian, very naughty, Adrian. The stars start to shine beautifully. All right, so guys, very careful. The difference between evening and night. Do you see or not? If you say that this is dark, I wouldn't say so. Dark is this. This is dark. This one is almost dark, turning into darkness, right? So later I'll give you a word. How about this? How can we describe this thing? Pitch black. Sorry, I just missed this. Pitch black will be this one. This one is not pitch black. What is this, guys? What is this? What is this? The moon. The moon slowly rises. Gray moon. Okay, come. Let's put it down. Some vocab for you. Very good. The sun sets as the moon rises. Okay, come. Let's put this down. If I want to, very good. A hint of the moon. The moon rises upon our sky and greet us by showing us a beautiful sky, looming moon. Here comes the moon. Ooh. Okay, very good. Actually, this class is not bad. Yeah, so this one we can say the sun sinks towards the horizon. Okay, and this one we have the silver white moon. Okay, now if I want to describe this, you realize that it is not completely dark, where there are still sunlight, correct or not? So what we can say is the sky is ablaze with fire of the setting sun. Of course, yeah, guys, whatever that I'm giving here is just a suggestion. In exam, right, there can be a million ways of writing. So long as you have the vocabulary, you know how to join your sentences, it makes sense, you can use your sentence. But again, I'm giving those of you who do not have a direction, you don't know how to start, memorize this. Start with memorizing, okay? So ablaze with fire of the setting sun. Okay, now that you know how to describe the surrounding, I want you to put in a little bit more, give it a bit more human touch. So usually in the evening, right, children will come out and play, correct or not? So how can I prove, or how can I tell you that there are children playing around without using children playing around? Okay, the door of houses start to open, but still you're not showing me that children. Adults can still open, right? So when there's children usually laughing, the laughter of the children, shrieking of children, they'll be screaming here and there. The streets are filled with laughter, correct? So you see, rather than just talking about our weather, you can bring in some human touch. Describe what happened there. So definitely we can mention about laughter, we can mention about shrieking. Good job. Sounds scary. The streets filled with laughter. Okay lah. All right. So guys, now I'm just gonna give you one sentence, okay? Because we don't have quite enough time. So I like to describe sunset in this manner. Come, the sun was slowly making its way home while dyeing the earth in orange hue. Full stop. Very good. Yes. The lonely street starts to roam by people. Can. So same thing lah. Kevin, you see, the lonely street starts to roam by people, meaning to say all the people who were watching sunset or playing on the beach, they have actually gone home. So similarly, we can use this sentence and say that the beach began to return to its peaceful state. So when a part of the area is noisy, another part will be very peaceful. So always bear in mind that you can always, whatever you do, there will be something for you to talk about. Okay, very quickly. What is the meaning of roam? Roam means walking around without having any aim. You're just simply walking around. Okay, everybody come. Give me another word to replace night. What is another word to replace night? Don't know how to describe. Usually at night, very quiet. Thank you. Yoru in Japanese. I know that. Starry and silent is describing. But what is another word to describe night? The dead of night. So the dead of night, it feels that the night is dead. That's why there's no sound. Okay, thank you. Darkness start taking over the sky. Okay, basically everybody just give me very black lah, pitch dark lah, pure black lah, darkness lah, emptiness. Okay, if you're talking about something sad, I would love to use the word emptiness. I would use the weather, the surrounding to bring out my emotion. That's also one way to write. Very good one. Okay. Very good. The fluctuating abundance of darkness will consume the land and remove. Okay, thank you. All right. Can you tell me what are some of the sound that we can hear at night? How do we describe the sound of owl? How do we describe the sound of the bark? Very good. Chirping of crickets. Wind rustling, good one. Hooting of the owls. Howling of what house? Very good. Howling of wolf, the croaks of frogs. Good job. You guys know it. Good job. Okay, so come, let's put it down. Night animals are having concert in the forest. That's also a good one. Yeah, I can also say the forest came alive. So remember that it is not always the longer sentence you write, the better. Sometimes it's the precise sentence that is the best. What is the meaning of precise? Short and accurate. So when I say the forest came alive, full stop, that's all. So it will give you a feeling of whoa, right? So come, let's first put down here. Now, let's first change the word darkness. I don't want you to always use darkness, darkness, darkness. Okay, another suggestion for you, you can actually use inky, I-N-K-Y, inky, inky blackness. Okay, inky blackness. We can describe about the sound. So the sound, we have hooting owls. We have howling wolves. We have chirping crickets. Chirping crickets. Somebody also suggested rustling wind. Okay, sorry, not chirping, my bad. Should be creaking. Croaking frogs. Okay, what else can we describe? Okay, we can talk about moonless night sky. Now, what happens if you want to, can the street lamp turn on? Can? How about we change? Instead of the street lamp turn off, you know how sometimes you walk along the street, right? The street lamp will, what is that called? Flickering. So we can also talk about the flickering street lamp. Flickering street lamp. Yeah. Laughter from the house. Human eating dinner. Okay, human eating dinner. But exam don't use the word human. Change the word human. You can say people. You can say family. Don't use the word human. The streets quiet down. No problem. Can. Okay. Let me see. What else did I miss out? Okay, yeah. If you want to talk about city, you know, Kuala Lumpur, at night, Kuala Lumpur is not going to be quiet. It's not going to be total darkness, correct or not? Then I can actually say that the city was aglow with bright city lights. If you don't want to repeat the word city, neon. Yes. Okay. One of the sentence that we have used before in my normal class, I don't know whether you guys remember or not, but let me write down first. We want to talk about how the star, there are a lot of stars in the night sky. So I did use this before. Luminous stars sprinkled across the raven black sky. Forgot already. So sad. Okay. So now that you know what are all these, everybody, you are almost ready to answer question. Okay, so those of you who are keeping quiet, yeah, I hope you get it right. I hope you get what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to set up a very nice introduction for you. Even if your English is not so good, you know that there are something for you. My suggestion for you is try to memorize one sentence from each time. Yeah, exactly. I'm setting you up for the final boss. Exactly. So trust me that no matter what essay question, narrative essay question that it comes out, there is something for you to say, to write. So promise me that you are never going to use last Saturday, last weekend, last month, last holiday anymore. So don't just say last Saturday. I want you to describe how was the weather last Saturday. Okay, can you scroll up a little bit? Okay, cannot laugh, Kevin. Don't laugh. Okay, so if you are ready and if you're telling me, teacher, I don't want to describe the weather, can or not? So boring. Can, no problem. So if you look at the next page, there are a few more ways that you can describe. So those of you who are ready, let's move on to page 5. Am I going too fast? Let me know if I'm going too fast. Okay, all right. Anybody still writing? Can I continue? If you're still writing, can you write stop? Okay, well done. So come. Here, I've given you method number 2. If method number 1 is not to your liking, you don't like method number 1, you can always use method number 2. And method number 2, we are going to describe surrounding. Surrounding can basically be anywhere, but in order to describe the surrounding, this one requires a little bit of skill. I cannot use this method for all the essay. It really depends on where you are. But if you want an opening that can be used for all essay, then weather is a good way to start. Okay, surrounding must be, how do I say, surrounding is place sensitive. If my question is talking about park or garden, okay, fine, I can use. If my question is not talking about park or garden, then probably I cannot use. Okay, but after looking at all kinds of essay questions that is possible to come out in your PT3 exam, I realized that a lot of the time your essay is related to park or garden or about the greenery. So guys, can you look at this picture and tell me what are the vocabulary we can use to describe this picture here? Come, let's go. What do you see? Just throw everything that you can see in the chat box. What can we see in the picture? Pools of flower. I like that. Yes, we can talk about the flowers. Good one. We have pools of flowers. Some students say my class feels like Dora the Explorer. Yes, come, tell me. Large greenery. I love that. Yeah, we have large greeneries. Flowers blooming. Very good. We can describe the flower blooming. Foliage, the verdure foliage. Very good. The blue sky, the sunny day. Let's not talk about the weather anymore. You already know how to describe weather just now. So ignore weather. I only want garden. What else can be in a garden? When there's flower, there will also be, come on, when there's flower, there will also be animal, squirrel. Okay, we can have squirrel. We can have animal. I'll just write down first. Okay, there will be grass. There will be butterfly. Oh, okay, very good. Oh my goodness, accidentally too many T. Very well. We have butterfly. We have birds. Okay, thank you. All right. Yes, Adrian, please go ahead. Okay, so come on, everyone. Let's see how else we can use, what other words we can use to describe flower. We can talk about blooming flowers, flower that is opening up, right? When there are a lot of different kinds of colors of flowers, we can say there is actually a kaleidoscope of exuberant flowers. Sea of colors, no problem. Okay, what is a kaleidoscope? Do you guys know what is a kaleidoscope? It's a tool where you look into it, you turn, different patterns can come out, different colors can come out. So when I describe the flowers as kaleidoscope, I'm telling you that there are different colors and they are moving. So kaleidoscope must be ever changing. Yes, correct. Yes, correct, Wei Ling. Yes, kaleidoscope in Chinese is one huatong. So remember, when I use kaleidoscope, I'm talking about different colors plus ever changing. Because they are always moving, it feels like the flower is, ever changing, keep changing, changing, changing. Okay, what about exuberant? Lively, full of life. It's not like the flowers all wilted. Then we use exuberant. So I repeat again. How do we use this word? We can say blooming flowers. We can say kaleidoscope of exuberant flowers. But how do I change this into a complete sentence? Very simple. Blooming flowers surrounded me. Okay, the garden was filled with blooming flowers. So this is what you can do. Okay, how do we describe squirrel? How can we describe squirrel? I can say that the squirrel was prancing about, jumping around. Butterfly. For butterfly, fleeting butterfly. For birds, fluttering bird. So do you see what I'm trying to do here? Usually when I want to describe a place, I will first ask myself, what are the things that I can see here? And then I add on adjective. Butterfly or birds dancing like a professional dancer? Can, no problem. Okay, now, who says that the gardens is only garden? Who will visit this garden? There will be people, correct or not? So you can also describe people. How do we describe that the park is filled with a lot of different people? Very simple. I'll put a star here. Come, write it down. The garden was jam-packed. Please stop using people mountain, people sea, okay? Every day I ask my student's favorite is people mountain, people sea. I'm like, so don't do that. You can change it to jam-pack, sardine pack, okay? So jam-pack with holiday seekers. If you're ready, look at the last one that we have today. So the last one that I want you to learn to describe is eateries or cafe. Anywhere that you can makan. So eatery can be restaurant, can be cafe, can be canteen. Do you realize a lot of the time your question is based on food or related to food? So that's why all these words will come in handy. All these words will be very important. So if you're ready, come tell me, what are the things that we can see in these eateries? What are the things we can describe in this eatery? Remember to use your 5 senses, yeah? Relaxing vibe. Don't just use relaxing vibe. What makes you feel relaxed? Very serene, tranquil ambience. Yes, guys, do you realize or not? When I ask you what can you see, you tell me the vibe. Vibe is not something that I can see. You need to tell me what makes or what gives this place a very relaxing vibe. Yeah, then we describe the music. Do you see or not? I don't want to describe the vibe. I describe the music. I describe what is that thing that gives this vibe. Very good. Cool, refreshing rain, soothing music. The cafe is empty. Again, don't say the cafe is empty. So let's imagine when the cafe is empty, there will be stuff. When the stuff is there, there will be things that they do that prove to you that the cafe is empty. So what can we use to describe the cafe is empty? Come on. Cooking. How do you know that they are cooking? I want proof. I don't want you to tell me. I want you to show me that the cafe is empty. Boring stuff. Huh? But the staff cannot be bought, right? The boss will come out and tell them, hey, you're very free, is it? Go and arrange the table. Go and wipe this. So come on. When they arrange the table, when they wipe the table, what can you hear? Cafe or restaurant or annoying boss. Squeaking. Okay, we can have squeaking. Yes. And then when they arrange the table, the cutlery will be the ding, ding, gong, gong, right? How do we describe that? Ah, thank you, Emmeline. Yes, we have the clinking of cutleries, clanking of pots. So students who mentioned about the cooking just now. So don't tell me cooking. I want you to show me. How do you know that they are cooking? Because you can hear the sound. Very good. Instead of writing sound of the coffee machine working, grinding of coffee. Good job. The aroma of dish, the fragrance of dish. Instead of using dish, make it more specific. What dish are they doing? Maybe they are, I can smell the aroma of carbonara, for example, aroma of truffle fries. Then you add that to your essay. Okay? Okay. So let's just imagine if there are people in this cafe, how can we describe? Again, I'm asking you to show me that there are people. So don't just tell me, I see people, people talking. Describe. Describe. Bustling. Okay, bustling I can accept, but go deeper. If there are people, they won't just eat, right? What do they do? Come on, everybody. Chattering. Yes, there will be chatters, there will be laughter, there will be ordering. Some will be there gossiping. When you gossip, you don't loudly, correct or not? When you gossip, you go soft, you go slow, you go very, very, very low voice. That's what we call murmur. We can also have murmur of voices. Okay, when the people enter the restaurant, the waiter will say, welcome. So we have the welcoming smile of the waiter. There are basically a lot of things for you to describe. You just need to be very creative, go out of the box, try to force yourself to think of more ways to describe. Now, I know some of you will be like, oh no, teacher, you are teaching me something that is too much for me. Know that in order to reach this point, you must observe. Like when you go to the restaurant, don't just play your phone. Observe, what do you see? That is actually learning. When you can observe, you can apply it into your essay. That is what I want. Very good. The sound of credit card declining, the swiping of the credit card. Good job. Clicking sound as people clicking their keyboard while having their dish. Okay, no problem. Can aroma of the coffee bean. Exactly. Okay, I think you get a picture. So come, let me write down some keyword that you can use in your exam. Okay, so we have murmur of voices. Remember, yeah? Murmur, especially when you go to all those atas restaurant, you cannot talk very loudly. You have to teachers having Zoom meeting in a cafe. I like that idea. Good one. So what else we can have? We can also talk about clinking of glasses. Clinking of glasses. We have clinking of cutleries. We have clanking of pots. Now, I do want to bring your attention to the word clinking and clanking. What is the difference between clinking and clanking? Clinking is softer when I'm talking about glass. Clanking is more strong. Okay? Yeah, correct. Clinking is softer. Clanking are actually more strong. Think about pots. Okay? So very good one. Let's continue. What else can we talk about? A lot of you mentioned about the smell. So smell, you can use aroma, you can use fragrance of coffee bean. Okay, what else do I want you to know? Okay, we can also talk about, look at the picture. Do you see the sun ray coming in? Right? So how can we describe that? I can say warm sun ray cascading through the window. Don't forget, if you're in a restaurant, there will certainly be food as well. This is where you use your 5 senses. Taste. Don't forget about your taste. But don't go and tell me the chili is very spicy. The coffee is very bitter. Come on, don't be so boring, okay? There are more tastes that you can talk about. For example, we can say zing of mayo. This is one word that I really like to use. So try to pick this up. What is the meaning of zing? Zing means very sharp and fresh. You know, sometimes when you eat something very, very oily, And then when you drink tea, you feel, whoa, very refreshed kind of feeling. So zinc will give you that feeling, very refreshing kind of feeling. Just like when you are eating, let me think, asam laksa. And then, right, you eat the pineapple. Woo, it's like, whoa, refresh your taste. So that's the meaning of zinc. So zinc can be sharp and fresh. We can also use this word for onion. As long as that feeling give you, how do I say? As long as the feeling actually, when you eat that thing, it actually wakes you up. Okay? Or sometimes we can also use zinc to describe spicy. Do you know what is cascading? Cascading is related to waterfall. So think about how waterfall, the water in waterfall flows. So it goes like that, correct or not? The water comes down like that. So that's what I mean. The warm sun ray comes down, and the way it shines down, it follows like the waterfall, come down like that. That's cascading. Okay, so if you are ready, everybody, come, let's look at our last question for today. I told you, right, we cannot finish today. Okay, everybody. I want to show you. No, it wasn't the purpose. Now, for those of you who cannot see the big picture, you'll be like, huh, teacher, I don't understand. How do I apply what you have taught into my essay? Okay, I'll show you one method. Then you can try to apply it into your future essay. Okay, now, whatever that you are seeing on page 6, do you see this box? Now, I'm not trying to predict what is going to come out in your exam, but as for your first term exam, your school should have covered chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4 of your textbook. I know how a lot of students will think that, teacher, English, I have chapter 1, I need to bother about the chapter 1. Yes, the answer is yes, because your exam question is based on the theme of the textbook. So let's say your school teacher tell you, exam is from chapter 1 to chapter 4. Then you have to know your essay probably will be related to family, food, nature, or special relationship. So for those of you who are getting ready for your first term exam, try to focus on these 4 themes. Okay, let me show you one example. Okay, what do I expect coming out from chapter 1? Look at this question. Come, everybody. Remember what I told you just now? How do you actually tackle your exam question? Analyze your exam question. So hurry up, read the question, identify your topic, identify your subject. Okay. Your grandmother recently celebrated her 80th birthday. Write a recount of the celebration in about 120 words. So very simple. Topic, 80th birthday. Subject, grandmother. Okay, everybody, now you tell me, where can my grandmother celebrate her birthday? Let's create our setting this. I don't want to begin with last Saturday anymore. Very good. She can actually celebrate at home. Anymore. Come on. Can you give me creative idea? Very well. We can have it in fancy restaurant. Fine Chinese restaurant. Very good. We can have hotel. Hey, Dylan. Okay. Can I have one more creative one? Other than restaurant? Other than restaurant, house, hotel, any more creative idea? No more. No problem. Why not playground, right? Probably not playground lah. Maybe we'll go for park. Yeah, we can go for karaoke room. We can have picnic. Who says that 80th birthday means must go to restaurant? Correct or not? I want my grandmother to try something new. I bring her for picnic. I organize family picnic. Go-karting, I scare your grandmother die. Heart attack, go-karting. Okay, so yes, exactly. Very good point. We can go to the beach as well. So you see, no matter where you choose, it doesn't matter where you choose. I have something for you. Restaurant, we have. If you want to go to the park, we have. If you want to talk about the seaside, we have. So there's always a way for you to write. So can you please promise me that you will never use the word last Saturday anymore? Okay, so now, let's say I decide to celebrate my grandmother's birthday in a restaurant, right? So what do? This is how my brain thinks. Yeah, I'll tell you how does my brain work when it comes to essay writing? In my family, if we don't get good quality food for our birthday, it means it was just a normal day. Truth be told, my family also must have good food on. Yeah. So come on, this is how I usually write my essay. So I will always begin with main point. Main point for my introduction is to decide on your setting. Where do you want to celebrate? Let's say if I were to celebrate in a restaurant, you need to give me 2 ways to describe restaurant. So how can I describe restaurant? Just now we have learned, right? We have murmur of voices, we have fragrance of coffee bean, clinking of glasses. So you can choose 2. Don't just use lively. I want more detail. What makes it lively? Okay, so over here, let's talk about the fragrance lah. I don't know what fragrance lah, something lah. Okay, once I have my main point, my writing technique, my personal writing technique, I'm not forcing you to use my technique, but I'm just sharing with you. If you are the type of students who always find it very difficult to write essay, you can try applying this. Okay, so my writing technique for second one will be why. Why are you in the restaurant? Very simple. This is where I bring in my topic. So what I'm trying to tell you is your second thing to talk about will always be your topic. So that's why over here is my grandma's 80th birthday. Okay, the third thing I'm gonna write is how. Okay, so can you tell me how was everyone or how was the atmosphere when you arrived? What did you see? Can you describe to me? So guys, if this is a family gathering, the moment you arrive, what can you see? What is everybody doing? Cheerful is a descriptor. I want action. So you see, a good essay is not just using adjective. It's more of an action. Same goes to, I don't use the word bustling. Bustling is an adjective. Why is the restaurant bustling? Because there are murmur of voices. Okay, very good. Yes, because this is a family gathering, everybody will be busy catching up, talking with each other, correct or not? So yes, this one I will say chatting. So hugging, no problem. We can also mention about hugging. My last thing to ask is so what is going to happen next? Why is everybody busy chatting? Because we are waiting for the start of our makan session. I don't know about you guys, but for my family, right, there will always be food. Everybody is there because of food, to be honest. Okay, so remember, this is how I think of my points for every essay, every paragraph. Now that I have my point, let's put them in. So come, everybody, let's put it down. Come, the restaurant was flooded with, and then I continue, murmur of voices and fragrance of. Okay, suddenly I think of a very, very mean descriptor. Okay, let me think. How do I want to write first? Fragrance of my. Annoying. Cousin, sister's perfume. Okay. Of course, if you don't want to talk about the perfume, you can talk about the coffee bin, the smell of the dim sum, the smell of food. All right. So here, the restaurant was further. Isn't your cousin's sister also your cousin? Yeah. So I write my annoying cousin sister's perfume. Doesn't matter. You want to write cousin also can, cousin sister also can. Oh, I know why. Okay, no. Look carefully, look at where I put my apostrophe S. I'm not putting apostrophe S in cousin. I'm putting it in sisters. Okay? You get what I'm trying to say, right? Okay. So let's continue. As okay, no. See here. If I write cousin sister, I'm telling you my cousin's sister. But I'm saying my cousin sister's perfume. Different thing. This one is apostrophe S. The perfume belongs to this person. So even if I don't put sister, it's actually fine. You can write cousin's perfume. Okay? Okay. Oh, I see that you guys are confused. Guys, if I write cousin apostrophe S sister, okay, I'm referring to my cousin's punya sister. But when I write cousin sister apostrophe S perfume, I'm referring to my cousin's perfume. So actually, right, why do I use the word sister? This is actually just an adjective. I just want to give extra point. Okay, so if you find this very confusing, I will just remove this. I will just write this. It's the same thing. Okay, so let's continue. As I walk into the restaurant. You want it to be pub, you can. You want it to be a hotel, you can. Okay. Our extended family was there to celebrate grandma's 80th birthday. Full stop. Everyone was busy catching up. Oh, so now you're blaming me, is it, Keshaf? With each other. While waiting for the feasting to start. I can't imagine how will this recording turn out with all the funny jokes that you guys put in the chat box. Jokes. Okay. Everybody, now, I hope you have learned something from today's lesson. So for all the questions that I did not cover, you can find the answer in TTC's website. I will put it there. Okay. So I guess the biggest takeaway from today's lesson is your introduction. My main thing is to change your introduction. Remember to take risks, try to create something more interesting when it comes to your introduction, because introduction is where your reader first read about your essay. So should I continue to read your essay? It depends on your introduction. If your introduction is boring, I will feel that I don't want to continue reading. Okay. So let me see. Yes, Dylan, I did. Yes, take risks. So do we need to write 1 or 3 paragraphs for review? For review, okay, this one is long essay. So long as we are referring to 120 words, you need to write 5 paragraphs. 5 paragraphs. But if you are talking about 80 words essay, the short essay, 1 paragraph. All right, so if you have any question in the chat box, if not, I wish you good luck in your exam, and yeah, I hope you learned something from today. Thank you. Glad to help. Bye-bye. See you.